In this video, we're going to show you how you can touch up your bully liner. Now the bully is a universal water-based acrylic texture coat that's used for undercarriages, exterior, ute liners or bed liners. We've painted the whole right-hand side of this vehicle with it. We've gone out, we've raced it, we've had the wheels come up, hit the guards and pull this down where we've had to hem up and hammer this up. So you can see here there's a bit of flaking where we've stretched the paint beyond its limitations. So we're just going to pick away the flaky stuff here. We'll give it a light sand across this edge and then we're going to paint it out. So one of the advantages with the water-based acrylic is that it'll stick to itself. If we wipe this down so it's free from dust, dirt, grease, any contaminants, it'll stick straight to itself. So we don't need to go to the extent of sanding it down till it's smooth to get it to key in. But we're going to lightly sand this area to get rid of flaky stuff and then we'll go from there. So we've got that sanded. Now we're just going to use a water-based panel wipe and just wipe the whole panel down. So if you've got any exposed bare metal areas, you're going to want to use an etch primer to seal the steel. So we'll paint this on, we'll let this flash off, and then we're going to go over the top of it. So we've got our raw steel etch primed, we've let it dry, now we're ready to coat it with the bully. What you could have done here is just brush it on, and you get away with it, it's pretty forgiving, but we're going to paint out the whole panel, and what we're going to do is, we're going to paint up to here and just fade it out through here to see what we can get away with. I'm suspecting there'll be a gloss level difference. However, in this area, we might be able to hide it. It might save you having to paint, a whole bonnet or into a door. We've got it masked off. Straight over, let's go. So we're just going to put the first coat on there because we're trying to obviously fill that step over in the paint. We'll let that flash off, we'll come back and then we'll paint the whole thing as a single coat up to here. We'll let that dry and we'll take a look at it. So we've let our first coat of paint flash off, now we're going to come back through with the second. So you can see there, what I did was we painted this horizontally and then I come back through and we finished in this valley here, so it's sort of faded out up there. I'm pretty confident that this is going to dry and you're not going to see a difference in gloss levels that you'll notice it's been painted. And then we just cross-hatched it on a 45 on both ways. The reason we did that was that you're going to get some horizontal striping where you've got an overlap, where you've gone in heavier. So by cross-hatching at 45, it just sort of sprays it out and evens it out that you can't see any direction in the spray. This will matten off. You can see the level of gloss. This is more like a satin. This is glossy at the moment because it's wet, but this will, as it dries, it'll flatten off to a similar sheen to this. We'll then take a look at it and see what it looks like. Already I can see here though, where we had a step in the paint, it's gone, it's covered. So it comes up pretty good. Another great thing about this product is water-based. I don't need to wear a mask. Fallout's minimum, easy to wash up. So what's the verdict on the bully? Now you can see here, we did the fade out through the valley of that fender and you can barely notice it. Look, if it was a bonnet and a big flat surface that you're going to look at an acute angle, you're probably going to notice the gloss level difference. But if you've got somewhere where you can hide it, whether it's on the edge of a fender or a guard or a feature line, you're going to get away with covering it up. So the verdict, it's easy to recoat.